guys, welcome back. So today I'm gonna be doing the 4th grade unboxing. I'm gonna just put my glasses like this so you don't see the glare, and my hair's back. So anyways, I'm gonna be doing the 4th grade unboxing, my son's curriculum. This is all Seton. Again, we're fully enrolled for kindergarten and 4th grade. And I've already done a video on the kindergarten unboxing. It was very quick. It's very basic kindergarten materials. I am going to go into a little bit more detail with the 4th grade curriculum because a lot has changed since we have done 2nd grade. So we didn't do 3rd grade with Seton. We were not enrolled with Seton. We used a different curriculum. Again, I have videos on that. For the past year, we have been using the Kind Kingdom. And so we decided to go back to Seton, and a lot has changed. I see a difference in their history, their science, which those were two really, really big cons for me with Seton. I felt like they lacked in the earlier grades. They have, I don't know if I know they changed some of their curriculum, but I don't know if these particular ones had changed for 4th grade, but they do look a lot better, and I am so relieved and so excited to do history and science because those are two of my son's favorite subjects, and it just kind of felt very boring to me and to him. And so we actually supplemented 2nd grade history and science. We used Tan's science and history. I think I can't remember if it's the Kingdom of the World or something like that, and then their science for plant science. Those are absolutely excellent curriculums. I highly recommend Tan's science and Tan's history. But with that being said, I wanted to give Seton's history and science a try again, and I'm really glad that I did because I didn't have to supplement anything. Tan's can be a little bit expensive, whereas if you get the history and science that comes with Seton, it's a little bit more affordable. So with that being said, we have Mathematics 4, and again, this is from what I know in 2nd grade, this is the standard math for 4th grade. It is a little bit bigger than the books that we are used to, so it's a little bit intimidating, but we will get through it. And then we have science. So science is a little bit bigger as well. It's a little bit more detailed. I'm going to give you an example. So here's a really good one. Chapter 7, it says the wonder of man, and it goes into the catechism about the life of man. It also talks about a priest and biologist, and then it is question and answer, but you also have some science experiments to do. So it's a reading, question and answer, and then it looks like there is a kind of science experiment that pertains to the reading that you've done. So that is a little bit better because before it was just like read, question, answer, read, question, answer. And I could have, taken it upon myself to do a science experiment, but at that time I was already burnt out trying to get through the curriculum because it can be very overwhelming. And I'm sure I will at some point in time be very overwhelmed this year. My plan is to just take it one step at a time, especially having a kindergartner. I don't want to set up the wrong relationship with learning and education with her right off the bat. So I'm very, very happy with their science this year. We also got a handwriting tablet, which their typical handwriting tablets, I'm used to them being this way, but it's this way, and I'm assuming it's for cursive handwriting. And then this is the handwriting 4. And this is beautiful. This is very, very, Seton's art is just amazing. Like, look at that. Just beautiful. And every book has just gorgeous Catholic art. And it's just so beautiful. I've actually taken some of the pictures out of here. Like, look at that. I've actually taken some of these pictures out of here and framed them because they're just so beautiful. And I'm gonna just pack this book away. So why not cut out Like if it didn't have like something pertinent on there, I would just cut the picture out and I would frame it. So that's just me, but I am a cheapo, so that's probably why. So that was handwriting. And then we have art 4, which art looks kind of interesting this year. It looks more of like your basics on how to, different types of art. I love this one here where it's coloring the vestments for the different times, the different, what's it called? You know what I'm saying, the different times in the liturgical calendar, and the priests wear different vestments for each one. There's no more grapes, baby. One thing that I didn't see from last year is reading thinking skills and reading comprehension. So we have 2 books on reading, and these again just look like question and answers. A lot of, let's see, like answering incomplete sentences, kind of like deciding what a word means based off of how it's used in a sentence, things like that. So that's the thinking skills. Comprehension, again, question and answer, reading about a story and then writing about it, or answering questions about it. And then he also has to do book reports. So we have, let's see here, The Small War of Sergeant Donkey, Father Marquette and the Great Rivers, The Cabin Faced West, and The Cure of Ours. So he will have to do book reports on these 4 books. On top of that, we also have spelling, vocabulary, phonics, and English, on top of reading comprehension and reading thinking skills. So that is a lot, but I do, if there was one portion of Seton, aside from the fact that it is very true to faith, like very Catholic, that I liked, it was their phonics. I feel like their phonics was so strong, and you had to do a lot of practice, and that really helped my son read better. So their phonics program, I think, is amazing. So that's that. And then we also have religion 4, and then something new is Bible history. So we have not done Bible history before. This is super exciting, and it looks very interesting. And basically it just goes into, so I believe this is going from literally just going over Old Testament and New Testament. And it's, again, question and answer, but it's very short. So it's 2 to 3 paragraphs long, and then you have like 3 questions that you would do. So this is really, really interesting. And then their religion is very, very good. I highly recommend their phonics and their religion. I think that it is a very strong, what do you call it? Form of catechization. Is that a word? Catechizing? Catechization? I don't know if that's a word or not. Our history this year is going to be the Catholic faith comes to the New World. And again, this one is not so bad. There is a lot more, from what I see, like actual pictures, not just like drawings of things, actual pictures, and it's still question and answer. But I think this part of history we've kind of already done this year. We did go over like the American Revolution, so this is kind of going to be a review for us, basically. I already had the, this is the first one, I think, the Baltimore Catechism, the new St. Joseph one. I already had one of these. I bought it for last year, so we are going to finish up using this year as well. And then I do have this for Mia, the First Communion one, but I don't think we're going to start this one yet because she's still miles away from her First Communion. We also have geography skills, which this is very interesting. It deals a lot with geography. So like, it's just really interesting. And my son likes maps and stuff, map work. They did have a map book, I think it was, for the previous grades. And he really seemed to like that. So for, trying to think, for music. This is absolutely adorable. We did not have these in the previous grades, but it's almost like an old-fashioned hymnal. It is so pretty. It's so pretty, just so beautiful. And there's like a little reading in some of them. It's just so pretty. It's really, really, really pretty.
Mama.
So we're excited to do that for music because we really didn't do the music before.
Can you hold me?
Can I hold you? Of course I can hold you. Okay, so now we have two readers. We have This Is Our Land and a Book of Gladness. These are pretty big compared to the ones before. You also get a teacher plan book. So I'm gonna use the one that came with Mia's, and then I guess I'll just save that. And then for CJ, I had mentioned in my last video that I wanted to find a way to make CJ a little bit more independent with his work. So I purchased this. It is a homeschool checklist planner. It's a weekly version, the weekly version of it, and it looks like this. And basically what you do is you go in and fill out what he's gonna do. You mark down how many days a week he does it. He goes in, does it, and checks it off. So this is from the Wilder Mercantile, and I got this off of Amazon, and I can link it below if you need it, or if I forget to do that, just message me and I'll send it to you. But she's also on Instagram, and yeah, I have her homemaking one, and it is just amazing. Like literally so amazing. I'm going to be incorporating that one back in because I've stopped using it for a little bit. But I'm gonna be, because I wanted to use it for this school year, so I'm gonna be incorporating that one back in for this school year so I can stay on top of like chores and stuff like that, on top of the homeschooling and everything else. So that is pretty much it for CJ's curriculum this year. So they've also updated some of their lesson plans. My friend Carmen made me this, what do you call it, like a binder cover. I just printed it out and put it in here. And so each child has their own lesson plans in their own binder so that I'm not like, you know, rummaging through. But let me show you an example. So here's music. This was not, it looked like this. So music looked like this. It just said music and then the grade level on there. It was black and white. Now, a lot of them are coming color coded. And then what you do is you check off the days. They have little boxes here. And you would check them off, and they're color coded. And I swear, it's just so much nicer. Like, look at first quarter. It's just so much nicer. And then you just kind of check off what you do as you get it done. And that makes it a lot easier as well. Again, I still use the, I still use the teacher plan book to write down what we've done. That way I can use this in case the state requires something and they want to see, you know, what we've actually finished. I have proof in the actual workbook, and then I've also written it down that we've completed it, yada, yada, yada. So that is basically it now for everything. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we will see you again in our next video. Can you say bye? Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.